The Glass Mountain is a Swedish story. Once upon a time, in the distant mountains of Sweden, there was a pile of glass that everyone feared. This mountain was completely different from ordinary mountains. The whole mountain shone like crystal clear glass, and it emitted a dazzling light in the sunlight. The sight was so beautiful that it captivated the viewer, but it was also terrifying. No one could approach the pile of glass. At the top of the mountain, legend has it that huge treasures were hidden. It was said that those who obtained the treasure would have eternal happiness, but no one who challenged the mountain returned. One young man, Eric, who knew about such a mountain legend, made up his mind one day. If that treasure really exists, I'll get it. He vowed in his heart to bring back the treasure for his family and the village. Eric got ready and set off for the pile of glass. He was told that the mountains were beautiful, but very dangerous, so no one in the village stopped him. As Eric got closer to the mountain, his heart pounded, and he felt a crackling sound echoing from his feet every time he walked. The surface of the mountain was very slippery, and occasionally there was the sound of glass cracking, as if the mountain itself was testing him. When Eric reached the mountainside, a strong wind suddenly began to blow. The wind was about to shake the pile of glass and take away Eric's feet. However, Eric never gave up. He kept his feet firmly on the mountain, thinking of his family and village in his heart, and continued to climb higher. Finally, Eric reached the top of the mountain. There was a treasure that sparkled and sparkled. However, just as he was about to pick up the treasure, a huge voice echoed from the mountains. Whoever takes the treasure must be pure in his heart. Eric was surprised by the voice, but he replied calmly. I just want to take this treasure home for the village, and I have no intention of doing anything wrong. The voice quieted down a little and spoke again. Then let me test your heart, and see how pure your true wishes are. At that moment, what appeared on the top of the mountain was a huge dragon of light. The dragon looked at Eric and said, If you really deserve to take that treasure back, you must overcome the ordeal I will give you. As a test, the dragon asked Eric 3 questions. It was a question that tested compassion for others, courage to seek truth, and strength to face challenges. Eric answered one by one, wholeheartedly. All his answers were correct, and the dragon nodded quietly. You are worthy of a treasure. The dragon smiled at Eric and said. Then, in the palm of Eric's hand, a small stone appeared like a shining jewel. It was not just an object, but a magic stone that reflected the purity of its owner's heart. Eric carefully kept the stone in his chest and safely descended the glass mountain. When he returned to the village, the villagers greeted him and congratulated him. What Eric brought back was not a treasure of gold and silver, but a pure heart that everyone could sincerely respect and believe in. After that, the village was full of happiness, and Eric's name was passed down forever. And the Glass Mountain was no longer feared by anyone, and it was passed down as a beautiful legend. That's it.